is available in high definition.
Rolene holds it, turns through the legs. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
This is Sports Center.
Okay. Hey guys. Pierre McGuire here. First we're gonna start off with I got a little shout out to my TSN friends. I got a lot of criticism for Libra NBC. Well, suck it, bitches! Look who still has a job!
And this is Commissioner Smitty over here, by the way.
Oh yeah, my good friend.
Just
my
so
good
you
friend,
know, so
good
you're
friend.
aware who I am.
Good friend, Commissioner Smitty. So yeah, we're gonna go through a weekly matchup because the Starzy there did it. So I feel like I can do a lot better job.
And he did a really good job.
And I feel like
too.
I can do it. I feel like I can do an even better job than
But
that.
it's not hard to top. That's also
Yeah,
the
exactly.
perspective there, so.
Exactly. Thank you, Commit. Yes.
Yeah.
So, we're going to start this week with, let's see. I guess we'll start with the Montreal Maroons at the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh man, this is an interesting one here.
Very interesting one.
Keep in mind that Pittsburgh Pirates there for Adam Tinker, who I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he is a part of the league.
Is he MIA? Like
I think so.
Does he even exist in this league?
I think he does, but he's there. But just so you know, he was in the lead going into tonight.
Yeah.
But I'll let Dan take this one and kind of go on from there.
Okay, so as you can see from the scoreboard at 3:30 in the morning on Sunday, it's 9-2-2 for the Montreal Maroons. Now, interesting facts you may want to know is that Montreal Maroons manager there, Ryan Starr, actually grew up in the Jewish Elite League, the JEL, where he learned all his money management skills, and it turns out he actually translated in some team management skills, which he also picked up at his time at King Secondary School. Very elite program there. Wonderful, wonderful family. His cousin actually was a great junior C hockey player, if you didn't know.
In case you didn't know.
I'm not even going to comment on the Pittsburgh Pirates because it's absolutely apoplectic that they are in the dismay that they are and that their manager is MIA.
But we will point out that Adam did have a great week for goalie categories. He did have some amazing stats, but unfortunately, he did not meet the minimum requirements of 3 starts. And that is a big, big no-no in fantasy hockey.
Exactly. Like, figure it out. Set your lineup.
You hear that, Tinker? Figure it out.
This is Pierre McGuire telling you, and you don't sound like a bigger dick than Pierre McGuire.
I mean, I don't know who grew up in the Toronto area and went to Leaside High School, but I don't know where they learned their fantasy hockey league there. Like, that's just despicable. Like, come on.
Well said. Well said.
No, that's our first come on, man, of the night.
Come on, man. Stop it. Set your lineup. Moving on, we will talk with, the most surprising matchup of the week, the New York Americans against the Hyatt Suck-Up Hartford Whalers.
Ooh.
Huh?
That's a little harsh, but I'll give it to you there.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah?
So Hartford Whalers, for all you know, is the cocky Kochers there.
Yes. Yes. Well put.
He
well
is
put.
a little cocky, but we'll give it to him. He does have a solid team.
So,
and with the New York Americans of the poorly mismanaged Pickles there, he actually pulled out a pretty good week this week. I'll let Dan take it from here and kind of go on from there.
Sources have been telling me there have been rumbles that the manager is possibly going to get voted out at the end of the year.
Oh, really?
Possibly going to get voted out of the New York Americans, which makes it absolutely embarrassing for the Hartford Whalers, a top place team, to be down by 8 categories.
That's a 10-2 difference there, and one single tie in the shutouts category.
As in 10. Pierre McGuire says 10-2 categories. Once again, following off the Lee side comment, Aaron District High School, very poor performance here. Very poor performance. Very poor. As in St. Peter's Secondary School, bravo. You showed up this week. Great hockey sense. Absolutely. Keep it going forward. You see what happens when you set your lineup? See what happens?
Amazing things will happen when you set your lineup. It's crazy.
Shocking. Shocking.
All right, let's move on to the next matchup.
Moving
here.
on, we're gonna talk on what was Cold Lanta, and it looks like it still is Cold Lanta. Going
It's
into this,
freezing cold there. It is freezing cold Lanta Flames.
Yes, it is.
It's almost cold Lanta cold Flames now. Not even Flames. It's just cold Lanta cold.
Ooh.
I don't know what's happened there.
Ooh,
It's
they got more snow than we do around here. Keely, buddy, you warm that shit up there, bud. You're losing 9-4 to the Kansas City Scouts.
But I will give him. He did have four goalie wins this week, and
yes, which is very impressive. But there's some ugly numbers with that.
Yeah, that is impressive. And he did manage to pull out the highest number of victories for goalies this week.
Well said.
So
well said.
I'll give him that. But yeah, like you said, goals against average, save percentage, just terrible.
How can you have four? This is just mind-boggling. Pierre Maguire can't figure this out. 3.1 goals against average. Wowza.
It's that Bishop MacDonald secondary school there. They just don't know how to breed them properly. They breed them nice and hot.
It's never been a good program,
no,
honestly.
Never,
in all my years, never been a good program.
Never at all. And, you know what? Ian came out on top there. Turner Fenton Secondary School.
Absolutely.
They breed them all right, and they start off real slow.
Then they start to get hot at the end. Like they're real streaky. And it's hard to have streaky players. It's hard.
Especially after that Jonathan Taves trade.
Oh my God!
What do we say about that?
What do we say that? Let's stop talking about it.
All right, I'm done with it. Moving on to the next matchup.
It happened.
Yeah, we're done
Let's
with that.
deal with it. It happened.
We'll move on to the next matchup.
Moving forward,
take a look at this one here.
California Golden Seals, the Minnesota North Stars. A very interesting matchup in terms of it's actually a tie right now, 5-5 to 3. I don't know what else to say.
Not too much to say. I mean, Ben, the Golden Seals there, he pulled up a pretty impressive number in shots on goal, and some hits too, which and even blocks. And Jake for the Minnesota North Stars, he's put up some solid numbers in those categories. He's been pretty dominant there, and to see Ben pull those out, pretty impressive.
Some pretty impressive goalie numbers on the end there with save percentage in terms of save percentage and shots against. I think that was the last quarter. And goals against,
Yeah. Pretty boring matchup though. I mean, for two of the top four teams.
Not a sexy matchup. Yeah, I know.
I mean, to pull out a tie, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean,
someone blows someone out here. Come on.
I mean, if you want to get into blowouts, we can talk about my matchup right now. I mean, as commissioner, I'm
embarrassing performance.
You know what? I'm embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed. But I will point out, shots on goal is my forte there, and congrats to me. Pulled out shots on goal once again.
And you know what else you don't do? You don't update everybody on how your players are doing.
How my players are
on
doing.
A second-to-second basis.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to tell you how my players are doing every night?
I would love to know when Phil Kessel gets a shot on goal.
All right, I will make sure I message everyone in our little BBM group there once my player takes a shot.
Very tight category. This matchup will be decided tomorrow.
You know what? I have a couple players playing tomorrow. Clements is done. So, if I can pull out a few category wins, I'd be impressed.
Like the Pittsburgh Penguins say against the Leafs, and my boy, Sidney Crosby, my biological son, by the way.
By the way, Sidney Crosby, best player in the league. Fuck you, Ian.
Well said. They say never say die, when you're losing 3-1, 4-1 at a point, why not?
But I'm down 10-1. And, kudos to you, Jake. It's an impressive matchup. You got some great numbers. But we'll see what happens Sunday night there.
And I'm actually embarrassed to say this. I'm actually losing 8-4 to the worst team in the league, Ashby.
The worst team in the league.
Ashby.
So we got the Philadelphia Quakers here. Dan Wingles.
Thank you.
Dan Wingles here.
Wingles, get that right.
Taking on the Ashby Tigers, Hamilton Tigers there. So, we got an embarrassing outing for the Philadelphia Quakers.
Yes, it is.
2 weeks in a row. That is candidate for worst week.
Back-to-back weeks.
Back-to-back weeks.
Yes, so don't be surprised if the Philadelphia Quakers get blown up after this week. With that being said, I would like you to know that, on this trade format, this trade board that we have, when it says untouchable, it means untouchable. So John Tavares is an untouchable.
Yeah.